Hey guys, it's Nicholas with GameN Content. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We're back this week with a new Fanatical bundle. This week it's called the Excalibur Games Indie Bundle, and it's going for $2.99. You get 5 games, it's worth a total of $57.95. You get Dad Quest, Circuit Breakers, Laser Disco Defenders, Perfect Universe Play with Gravity, and Hyper Sentinel. So I'm going to go through briefly each one, show you some gameplay from each game, and kind of give you my first impressions. Alright, let's get into it. Hi guys, I wanted to give you a short disclaimer. I lost my gameplay for Hyper Sentinel, and I didn't have time to recapture it, so you're going to see some screenshots instead. After that, you will get gameplay. Alright, so the first game that I played was Hyper Sentinel. It's essentially a 2D, Galaga is a 2D arcade shooter. It's an arcade shooter. You basically clear out an entire map, or in this case, an entire ship of turrets and fighters. And as you're doing this, you're gaining points and picking up power-ups. And it's actually pretty cool because you can get multiple different types of power-ups. Ones that do rockets, ones that are straight lasers. And after about 3-4 minutes, you then go up against what they call the Guardian. Essentially, they're boss encounters. Some of them go pretty quick. I think there are some achievements in there for killing them within a certain amount of time. There's also achievements for killing a specific amount of certain enemy types. All in all, it's a pretty cool 2D arcade shooter. I think you have about 5 different levels. And I think there's 3 levels in each grouping. So you have level 1, and you have 3 levels within that, and then level 2 and 3 levels within that. And there's a boss rush mode and an arcade mode. It's pretty good. Actually, I have to admit, I had a fun time for the amount of for the time I spent getting a first impressions of it. So it's definitely, I don't think it's worth the $2.99. It would definitely be more of a $1 bundle thing to me. Going off of the price here that Fanatical.com is showing me, apparently on Steam it's $14.99. I definitely, let's be honest, it's not. I'm gonna be honest, it's not my type of game, but it's fun. So I'm happy I got it in this bundle. Alright guys, the next game that I had a first impressions of was called Laser Disco Defenders. Now, obviously, Disco says the 70s, and it has the entire 70s, look to it, bright blues, bright greens, pink, yellow, you name it. Now, what's cool about this one, well, let's go over the story real quick. Basically, you can play 1 of 4 characters, and you're trying to stop the evil Monotone. You're going up against the Monotone enemies, and you're basically trying to bring him to justice and, keep the groove going, so to speak. It's a fun game. So essentially, it's kind of in the same vein as Hyper Sentinel. It's a little bit of an arcade shooter mixed with roguelike elements, so all the levels are random generated as far as I could tell. And what's actually also interesting about this one is that you get a certain number of hit points, so that you start with you can start with 1 heart. One character has 1 heart but is super fast. Another character starts with 5 hearts but is super slow. And then you have the middle characters, which you have 2 and 3 hearts but are average speed. The other cool thing about this game is that every time you shoot one of your lasers, by the way, that's how you attack. You are shooting lasers with your finger. And so you're going through these 2D caverns, and you're basically on a jet. If I had to describe it, you'd be wearing a jetpack, but in this case, the jets are coming from your shoes because you're a disco dancer, and you're shooting lasers with your finger. And every time you shoot a laser, you have the chance to destroy some of the equipment along the walls that's going to attack you. But the interesting thing about this is that the laser doesn't go away. So when you shoot your laser, it's going to continually ricochet off all the walls in the entire level. It'll never go away. And so as you're shooting these lasers, you need to be aware that at the end, when the portal opens to leave the level, you have to get to that portal. But if you have 25 different lasers in your way, it's going to make getting to that laser extremely difficult. And on top of it, the enemies that shoot lasers, they continually ricochet as well. So you have to deal with both the enemies and yours and decide, okay, is this a good use of my, should I shoot off 6 different lasers only to have at the end be killed by your own? I actually had a difficult time getting out of the tutorial level of this one, but it's fun. Again, I'm very happy with this bundle so far. So, and that's Laser Disco Defenders. It's quite fun. Alright guys, and the next game I played was Circuit Breakers. Now, what I found out when I installed this game was that how to put it, this is a multiplayer game. So if you don't have someone else who is going to play it with you, you're probably not going to have a ton of fun. I unfortunately chose the character with the rocket launcher because I was like, oh yeah, awesome. Because, I remember playing Halo and having the rocket launcher and how great a weapon that is. Well, it's an arcade shooter, and it's a multiplayer arcade shooter that has, when you get into the arenas, you have enemies spawning at different spawn points, but they're continually spawning, and while they're spawning, you're trying to kill them. And as you're killing them, you're collecting this energy that in turn upgrades your weapon. The issue is, if you get hit, it takes your weapon upgrade down and down and down until multiple hits and you lose your weapon. So it's definitely a multiplayer. I could definitely see the potential here, but I don't have anyone to play a multiplayer match with easily. And so I tried an arena map. I tried the tutorial map, couldn't get out of it. I see the potential here. If you have someone to play this game with, it probably is going to be a lot of fun. But like I said, the other thing that I didn't super care about was you can only use your keyboard for selecting menus and whatnot. It made actually getting around the menus super difficult, but if you played it more often, you'd get used to it and it'd become second nature. It's not a game for me, and to me, it's the one game here that I have to say, not worth my money. But it came with the bundle, and I would say at this point we've had Laser Disco and Hyper Sentinel, and those two pretty good games. Not worth the $2.99, but we're gonna get to the rest of this bundle. Also, going off of Fanatical's website, it currently is going on Steam for $9.99. Alright guys, and the next game I played is called Perfect Universe Play with Gravity. Now, this game is a puzzle game, as far as I can tell, and you have 3 different campaigns to play. You have the one where you're the person. If you see the picture, and actually most of the gameplay I played as the main character. And that's the thing, I don't even know if it's the main character. You play as a character, and you're collecting jewels, and you have the ability to glide. And one of the things during the tutorial that they say is it's very difficult to glide, but once you get the hang of it, it's actually super quick. And actually, I can see that in the game. If I had more time to spend learning those mechanics, I could see myself just flying around it. The gliding really reminded me of the cape ability in Super Mario World on the SNES. Really fun. I have to admit, because it's a puzzle game and you get 3 different campaigns, and let's talk about the campaign. So the first campaign, you have the character that you run around with and you collect jewels. Well, the second campaign, you play as the Rocket. And the best way I can describe how that feels is, you remember asteroids back in the day, how you would zoom across the map and then you try to turn around and you keep floating past and hit an asteroid and you're just shooting your gun off. It's essentially asteroids collecting stuff and not shooting. That's basically the Rocket gameplay. But again, it's the same idea as the first campaign where you're collecting some stuff. Now, the third campaign, you play as a character called Mr. Legs. Now, you remember Surgeon Simulator? How you control all your fingers and you're picking up tools and you're cutting open the body. Well, in this case, you play as Mr. Legs and you have control of the left leg and you have control of the right leg. I don't have the patience for that. I don't. I know people who do, and bless them, this is the game for them. But in terms of me, no. I think I'd have more fun playing the first campaign where you're the male character that's running around and gliding. I had a lot of fun with that. I think I ended up playing 8 or 9 levels. And you're trying to basically collect the stuff as quickly as possible. But that third campaign, the alien, nope, not for me. But it's a good game, so I definitely recommend checking it out as part of this bundle. So I would say right now we're up to 3 games and 1 game that I'm not really worth your time. At least it's not worth my time. Now, Perfect Universe Play with Gravity currently is showing as $9.99, and remember the bundle is $2.99. Alright guys, and the final game as part of this bundle is called Dad Quest. Essentially, this is a game that is a Metroidvania. I was actually quite shocked to see that it was a Metroidvania game. It has pixel art, and essentially it breaks the fourth wall many times. It's a comedy game. But you basically play as a dad or a mother. You can play as a mother, but they will call that character a dad. So gender really doesn't matter in terms of this. It's just you're given the title dad because that's what you are. And you basically use your child, and you can upgrade your child, and you use your child to attack pigeons. You can throw them across the map and then summon them back to you like Thor's hammer in the Avengers. And then you can, once you get the upgrade, you can start smacking pigeons to death with your kid, holding them by their ankles. If I had to say that there is one game that I'm going to be definitely probably playing through and doing a Let's Play of, it's going to be Dad's Quest because I find it hilarious. And going along with that, you have you're stuck in a secret lab and you're being tested on, and you see the failure dads. And it's hilarious. So this game is the one that has won this bundle and has made it worthwhile in terms of the $2.99 price point. I'm probably definitely going to still check out Laser Disco, Perfect Universe, and Hyper Sentinel, but Dad's Quest is definitely getting a playthrough from me. So, and that's where I'm going to end this bundle review, quick overview bundle review. If you have any questions or want me to check out a different bundle for you, send me a message, and I hope you have a great day. Hey guys, it's Nicholas from GameN Content. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you do me a favor and hit the like and subscribe button, I'd appreciate it. Alright, I hope you have a great day and see you on the next video. Bye!